Hey, good morning everybody. Today is February 2nd, 2017. I'm going to bring you around, show you my backyard garden here in the Arizona desert. Most of what you see is still going to be doing very well, but most of it's going to have to come out real soon because our spring planting date is right around the corner. Alright, we'll start back here with the peas. About a week ago we had some pretty strong winds that came through and it really beat them up. But these peas have produced very well for me. As usual here in this area, I do pretty good on peas. They have given me pounds and pounds. They're going to be coming out hopefully today, but for sure by tomorrow. And they've done really well. Oh, for everyone who's been following along, my experimental winter pumpkin. Yeah, a few days ago it froze. Got it down to about 29, 30 degrees in my area, and it wasn't warm enough back here for him. He got burnt up. I haven't searched for the base of the pumpkin yet. It may still be alive down there. I do have a lot of mulch covering that area up, so if he is still alive, he should bounce back and give me a jump start on the spring. We'll see. Carrots are doing fine. I've harvested some pretty good carrots out of this. They're going to be coming out, and I'll be putting fresh seed in. I like to companion plant, and back here this coming season, I'm going to have tomatoes back here. And for everyone who doesn't know, carrot is the perfect companion plant for tomatoes. Well, the grapevine that would not go dormant after we had our freeze a few days ago, it's going dormant. But the grapes that it was producing, they were not damaged very bad. So, you know, my concern is it's very late in the season for it to go dormant. And I don't know if it's going to bounce back well enough to actually give me much grapes in the spring. So we're going to see. The herbs, they're going to stay. I'm not touching the herb bed. The only thing I really have to do is I got to pull this cilantro and put fresh seed in. And this borage plant, or these two borage plants, I just cannot keep up with them. I am juicing and cooking them like crazy, and they're just doing phenomenal this year. But you can't see it, but behind those borages, I got Malabar spinach, I got Moluccan spinach, I got Okinawan spinach, I got some bee balm, I got a few other herbs that are that you just can't see them. They're just buried by borage. Celery, dill, curry, rosemary, and a mint. All staying and doing just fine. Now, an update to a previous video where I put in a piece of plastic edging to stop the spread of the mint. Seems to be doing just fine. If you want to check that out, I'll put it up in the iCard up above. Parsley coming up right here. Onions are doing fine, but they still got some growing to do. Green kohlrabi, just like that. You can eat those bulbs, but also don't discount the leaves. You can cook these just like collards. I primarily juice them, but you can use them just like any other leaf, green, and they are great. Another Swiss chard, plenty of Mizuna, which I'm going to cut these guys back to the ground, and I'm going to put okra right here. And when I seed the okra, I'll cut these guys all the way back to the ground, and as the okra grows up, this Mizuna should bush back out, should leaf back out, and provide a good ground cover for the garden bed. Garlic's still kicking, still got several months before I can harvest these. The beets are doing fine as usual. Let me give you a quick look. Some beets down here. Oh yeah. Yeah, looking fine. These guys are coming out real soon, probably this weekend. You know, parsnips is a funny crop for me. Sometimes I get good parsnips, sometimes I don't. Typically it's around, 6 or 7 inches, which is a decent parsnip. But I have pulled out 12-inch parsnips from my ground before, so we're gonna see. One of my last cabbages, he's coming out soon. Most of my cauliflower has been picked. You notice I still have the plants here. What I'm going to do, and what I do, is I cut off the leaves, the greens, and I juice them. Some of them do go to the chickens, but all of these greens that you see here, what I got here, maybe 4 or 5 feet of cauliflower, I'm going to juice that. Same with the broccoli rabe, which are still producing some florets. Let me show you. Right there. If you don't know broccoli rabe, it doesn't produce the big heads, but it produces the small ones. and they're very tasty. Brussels sprouts, they're gonna stay. They occupy a very small corner of my garden area, but you can see I got little Brussels sprouts coming out, so they need more time. It's more of a hobby plant for me. I only have a few of them, so I'm not planning on getting a whole bunch. But it's fun to grow. Dinosaur kale, curly kale, collard greens, they all stay through the summer. Their flavor does change. It gets pretty harsh actually, but you don't notice it when you make chips or if you throw them in a green smoothie. Right here we had the Chinese winter radish. You probably remember this area from a previous video. I didn't record anything, but I did take pictures. The pictures you were seeing right now, and you can tell that they did very well this year. Purple kohlrabi, doing very well. He's one of the last ones I have. Alright, right here I got some American purple top rutabaga, and as you guys can see, they're doing really good. Same procedure here. The rutabaga tops, they're edible. So, and this applies for everything I grow. If the tops are edible, or if any part of the plant's edible, I make use of it. I'm either cooking it, it's getting put in a salad, it's getting fed to the chickens, or it's getting juiced. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up the backyard garden tour for today. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I got more videos coming up, so make sure you subscribe, share the videos. You can follow me on social media. I got all my social media links in a more detailed box. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next video.